name's Katie, I'm 17 and I live in Sydney, Australia. I'm not the super rich, you know, the 1%, but I'm definitely very privileged and very lucky to be where I am, you know. We have a nice house with a big space. I've always had more than enough to eat, you know, nearly everything that I need and most of the things I want, and yeah, we're really lucky. I am very much a nerd. I love Doctor Who and Sherlock and Veronica Mars, Avatar. I love reading a lot. Obviously, I'm a big Harry Potter fan. The thing I love most about books and stories is escaping into another world. Yeah, really kind of get taken away from reality, because sometimes it can be quite boring and harsh, and you need that escapism. When I started feeling really down about myself, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't want anyone in my family to worry about me, so I just really kept it to myself and hoped that it would go away. It didn't. What most people don't understand about depression is, first of all, it is an actual physical illness, because there is a chemical imbalance in the brain, which means you don't get, you know, dopamine and serotonin, so that way you can't, you know, feel good about yourself, and everything's just a standard flat line, and the whole kind of thing where, you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There is no light when you're feeling like that. You're just wandering aimlessly in the darkness forever, you know, having absolutely no idea where you're going. So you just want to sit down and stop. Something will happen that, you know, in any other situation you'd be able to just brush it off, like a mark at school that was less than you expected. You know, oh, this mark means that you're not going to do well in the HSC. And then from that you get, well, if you don't do well in the HSC, you're not going to get into any uni courses. So you're going to have to be stuck in a dead-end job for the rest of your life. And why are you even here? You know, it's just going to be pointless, and you're just going to keep on going on and on and on, and you're never going to enjoy yourself. So, you know, you're a failure, you know, you've already failed, you're worthless. There was a particular boy, and it was just really a complicated situation with him, and the fact that I felt so worthless about myself made everything to do with him just really difficult to deal with. And I'd found out that one of my closest friends, she had slept with this guy, and she was meant to be my friend, and it was just like, you know, how could you do that? I don't blame her in any way, shape or form for what I did, because it was my choice. In the afternoon, I took a bunch of pills, and I waited for a while on a really busy road, you know, hoping that I would have enough courage to step out in front of a car. But every time it was just, you know, I don't want to step out in front of that person has a kid in the car. You know, that person's looks too nice, you know, that car's going too slow. I couldn't do it.
And so we got a phone call 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and basically told us what Katie had said on the net. And so I knocked on her door and just went in, and I didn't even say, have you taken anything? I said, what have you taken and how much have you taken?
We told her she was going to hospital, whether she liked it or not. She was very upset at this point of time, and we took her over to Concord Hospital.
She ended up a drip overnight. I stayed overnight sitting up with her. Doug left about 3 o'clock in the morning. We were both very shocked. We did not realise how bad she was feeling. We didn't realise how deep the hole that she'd gotten into was. Sometimes dismissing it as adolescent moods is not doing the right thing, because it could be a lot deeper than that.
I tended to focus at the time on what I've got to do to turn around and what are the options. How do I make sure that I can turn around and ensure we get the best outcome from this, and that's what I was focused on for the time. It's probably that evening when we got home, we were all home later, and I think we had I had a couple of wines, and she saw me cry. I don't think she's ever seen me cry like that.
I was just sitting on my couch and my dad just burst into tears. And that is the only time I have ever seen him cry. And because it was from something that I had done. And I know he doesn't blame me, but I blame me. And I just can't believe I did that to people. And it's just, when you're feeling that bad about yourself, you honestly believe that you're a burden on people and that what you're doing is a favour to everyone around you. You know, you feel like they're just going to move on.
Well, I just told her how much I loved her and the thought of losing her. And one of the problems with people that are depressed is they don't feel that they, or that people don't care for them, they're worthless, that nobody will matter, nobody will remember them. And I've subsequently told her a story of a friend of mine who was killed at school when I was 15. And it was about 3 weeks ago, I actually took her and showed him his grave. And I said, it's 40 years since he died, and he's still remembered.
Katie, dinner's just about ready.
No, I finished all, Mum, I finished all my classes. What? What? The main way I deal with my depression and anxiety when I start to feel really upset or really anxious is my family. The first person I always go to is my mum because she's quite a realist, so she, you know, gives me a bit of a metaphorical slap on the face and, yeah, it gets me back into the right perspective. But also my friends have been super helpful. They always make me feel so much better about myself because they remind me that I am loved and that, you know, I am a good person and all those kind of things. I'm currently still on antidepressants to help me with my mood because even though emotionally a lot of my problems have solved, I'm still, well, not solved, they've kind of been pushed away, I guess, or left behind, they've been left behind. School is still really intense at the moment because I'm in my final year and the pressure is becoming ridiculous, but I'm using them to kind of maintain control and perspective.
Tonight is the formal saying goodbye to Year 12 before graduation.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. It was a really emotionally draining day, my graduation, because, yeah, everyone was crying and I'm going to miss everyone. I'm going to miss my entire year group. But, you know I'm going to see them again. And it's just so exciting after 13 years to be able to not have that structure and routine. And although, yeah, I still have to do my exams, I don't have to go there every day and experience, you know, the intensity and the pressure, and I have a lot more freedom.